Hello, grade 5. Today we have a revision on light and shadow. Light is a form of energy that enables us to see. Light enters our eyes so we can see. We cannot see in dark. Anything that produces light or gives off light is called a light source. We have two light sources. Natural light source, which is found in nature, like sun, is our main light source on Earth. Volcanic lava, stars, lightning. Artificial light source means man-made light source, like candles, torch, light bulb, and traffic lights. How does light travel? Light travels in straight line. The path in which light travels is called a light ray. A bundle of light rays makes up a beam of light. When light comes out from a light source and falls on an object, this light will be reflected to our eyes. This is how we can see objects. How to measure light intensity? Light intensity means strength or amount of energy being transferred. The device we use to measure light intensity is light sensor or light meter with a data logger. The unit used for measuring light intensity is called lux. Reflection of light. The bouncing of light of a surface in the opposite direction is called the reflection of light. Let's see how reflection occurs, for example, on a mirror. To construct the ray that comes from the light source and the ray that is reflected from the mirror, we have to draw a normal line, which is perpendicular to the mirror. The line from the light source to the mirror is called incident ray. The line reflected from the mirror is called reflected ray. The angle between the normal line and the incident ray is called angle of incidence. The angle between normal line and reflected ray is called angle of reflection. Angle of incidence and angle of reflection, both of them, they have to be equal each other. Reflected ray, normal line, incident ray, all of them, they have to be on the same plane. If we have a smooth surface and rough surface, the reflection on the smooth surface will be in the same direction, while the reflection on the rough surface will be in different directions. We have two types of reflectors, poor reflector and good reflectors. Poor reflectors, objects that reflect light badly, like dull objects. Good reflectors, objects that reflect light well, like mirrors and polished metals. Light and materials. We have three different materials. Transparent material, material that allow light to pass through it, like glass and water. Translucent material, material that allows some light to pass through it, but the picture on the other side will not be clear, like tissue paper and tracing paper. Opaque material, material that does not allow any light to pass through it. Shadow. Shadow is a dark area formed when light is totally or partially blocked by an object. So we have a light source, object, and screen, so the shadow can be formed. The shadow is formed in the opposite direction of the light source. Means if the light source on the right side, the shadow will be formed on the left side. If the light source on the left side, the shadow will be formed on the right side. If the light source is in front of the object, the shadow will be formed behind the object. Type of shadow according to the material. Look here, the shadow, almost there is no shadow, or it's a clear area. So this material is transparent. Here the shadow is not clear like this, and it's not dark like this. So the material here is translucent. Here we have a dark area, totally dark area. So the material here is opaque. The shadow size. The shadow size changes according to the position of the light source and the position of the object. If the object moves closer to the light source, the shadow will get bigger. If the object moved further away from the light source, the shadow will get smaller. Also, the shadow changes throughout the day. We see that the sun changes its position in the sky. Why? Because the earth rotates around its axis, not because the sun moves. The sun does not move. The earth rotates around its axis. So, the shadow will change its size and position. In the early morning, the sun appears low in the sky, so the shadow will be long. At noon, the sun appears high in the sky, so the shadow will be short. At late afternoon, the sun appears low in the sky, so the shadow will be long.